Kansas City Sports Update Studios. Welcome to Kingdom Radio, where we talk about all things Kansas City Chiefs. Brought to you by Arrowhead Update. Join Chris and Richard on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Player FM, CastBox, and all third-party applications. Check us out on Facebook platforms such as Kansas City Sports Update and Arrowhead Update. And if you cannot find us there, Google or search Kingdom Radio and Kansas City Chiefs, and you will find us. Welcome to the Kingdom.
What's up, Kansas City? It's Richard Smith, host of Kingdom Radio. How are we doing? It is Tuesday, September 3rd, and I want to touch base on Chiefs today. Hey, look, Kansas City, we have made it through the preseason, and we signed one more key addition to bring everything home here in Kansas City to solidify the Super Bowl run. There's been a lot of mixed reactions about Shady McCoy coming to Kansas City, and I want to say this right now, Kansas City. This is a huge piece. This legitimately is a huge piece. We've got a man who ran a 4.40, in the combine, but he's also 31 years old. I'm sure he's lost a step. But here's my thing. Shady McCoy is a system player in a league that is kind of owned by Andy Reid and Bill Belichick and has been for years and years and years. Lesean McCoy played on a Philadelphia Eagles team that was coached by Andy Reid. And if you guys remember correctly, these were some of the best years of McCoy's career, and a lot of his Pro Bowl years came from Andy Reid. If you listen to the interview from Lesean McCoy about coming to the Chiefs, he felt like this was home. He really had two options up his sleeve as far as trades were concerned. And one was the Philadelphia Eagles, and one was the Kansas City Chiefs. And all of those would have been, or both of those would have been a great fit for Lesean McCoy. He's looking for a Super Bowl ring, Kansas City. And this is what I love about everything that Brett Veach has done, is we have gotten to a point where any veteran free agent player that still has gas left in the tank and wants a Super Bowl, they want to come play for the Chiefs. That's something that we haven't had in Kansas City in years and years and years. We are the number one contender for this upcoming Super Bowl. And I think that everyone should realize just what Shady McCoy brings to the table. I mean, he's had a 10-year career and rushed for, 12,000 yards. And, I'm not even sure what his touchdown marks are. We're probably talking, 70 to 100 touchdowns. So I keep seeing these things that McCoy's washed up and his production fell off in Buffalo. Well, let me tell you this, Kansas City. Everybody's production falls off in Buffalo. I just want to throw that out there. It's not the best franchise. Let alone, there were 3 players on that offensive line that went down that was supposed to protect Shady McCoy. He said it himself in an article that was like the most pressing 3 seasons or 2 seasons of his life, mentally, physically, and emotionally, playing for a team like the Buffalo Bills, whose franchise really is in shambles. So I think it's no mistake that, once again, the Buffalo Bills did not get the return that they invested into solely because of the system. Look at Darren Lee. He's a huge surprise for the Kansas City Chiefs. So you're telling me, Kansas City, that you put a 4-5, we'll put him at 4-5, okay? We put a 4-5 running back with all 4.2 through 4.4 speed on our offense, and he's not going to flourish. He's washed up. That's not true, Kansas City. Watch this man rush for 1,000 yards this year. I completely understand where Kansas City's coming from, but look, this isn't a risk. We paid this man $4 million for one season, $3 million guaranteed. There's nothing wrong with this investment. I've said this a lot of times this season, that I'm going to stand by this and stand by Brett Veach. This is a low-risk, high-reward type of deal. We're doing great things here in Kansas City, and I think that we overlook things at times. Look, we have as near perfect as a team as you possibly could, and it is no secret to anyone around the NFL. I mean, what else can we add to this offense? There's no holes, zero, zilch, nothing, no holes in the offense whatsoever. Kansas City, you're tripping on Shady McCoy. All those fans out there that are on this bandwagon of McCoy coming to Kansas City, hey, stay pumped up because this is real. We found our featured back here in Kansas City. Just watch. Our answer really is not with Damian Williams. I feel like we're going to have a Darwin Thompson, Shady McCoy, two-headed monster here that is going to rock the league. This is a humongous deal, Kansas City, and I really don't want us to take it lightly. What other choices did we have? Who else would you like to see behind Patrick Mahomes? Is there a bigger name that we could go get, like a Melvin Gordon? That's never going to happen. Number one, we don't have the money for a Melvin Gordon. Number two, he's injury-prone. Number three, the Chargers aren't going to let us have Melvin Gordon. There's really no options out there for us. This was the best trigger that we could have pulled. And here's another thing. Yes, we need a defensive back. But it seems like all of our targets, including Morris Claiborne, who is now a Kansas City Chiefs, are suspended. Look at our other huge target, Patrick Peterson. Peterson is out for the first 6 games of the season. It might even be 8. I can't remember. It's either first 6 to 8 games of the season. And look, every cornerback that we could target, I mean, there's really not much of a market, or they're suspended. We'll get one, though, Kansas City. We'll get one. But I really think lesean-McCoy was the perfect scenario for the Kansas City Chiefs moving forward into this upcoming season. He is that utility player, the guy that we are looking for to put us over the top on the offense. We're already over the top, but I'm talking the greatest show ever on the offensive side of the ball. So I really think it's important to understand the dynamics of a player like Shady McCoy and just what he brings to the table. And realistically, when was the last time that Kansas City went out and got players like this? When we were plugging players in the system last minute to boost our offense even more. This is something else, Kansas City. We haven't seen anything like this. And the big thing with the Chiefs right now, all they want to do is create a dynasty. This is a legacy that they want to stick for years and years and years. Kansas City deserves it. Honestly, the franchise deserves it, and we need this for Lamar Hunt. Clark, you're doing a great job. Just keep it up. Chiefs Kingdom could not be more thrilled and excited about this season. And hey, we are moving forward into the regular season. It is September 3rd, and hey, our first game is September 8th, Kansas City, Jacksonville. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the hurricane scenario down there, but I do want to say that I've heard some rumors that if that game is canceled in Jacksonville, that our first home game might actually be the first week of the season. So how great would that be, Kansas City? And I would assume the tickets would be cheaper because, hey, it's last minute. Will they be included in the season ticket package? Don't get excited about that, season ticket holders. You know how it is. It's about money. As much as they want to help the fans out, hey, it's about money. So keep that in mind, Kansas City. We might have a sooner home opener than we anticipated, which honestly is great news in Kansas City because it seems like we kind of get the short end of the stick when it comes to our first home opener. It seems like we're waiting a few weeks. So with all that being said, Kansas City, I would like to let everyone know that we have Kingdom Radio has partnered up with Pizza-Shoppe Platte City, and we will do half the away games live at Pizza-Shoppe Platte City. Go get yourself a butcher block. That's the best meat lovers pizza in Kansas City. Platte City Pizza Shop, proud sponsor of Kingdom Radio. So, with that being said, we have completed our 4-game preseason schedule. We have our 53-man roster solidified, and we added another crucial piece to this offensive mix. I didn't think that we can make this offensive juggernaut any more dangerous than it is, but I'll tell you what, Kansas City, I feel sorry for anybody who lines up on the other side of the ball against the Chiefs this season. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you with that, Kansas City. This is a little short 10-minute segment. I wanted to get you all excited about Shady McCoy because that is a huge deal, Kansas City. So look, you all enjoy your week. It is Tuesday, September 3rd. You still have 3 days to your work week, Kansas City. So, hey, keep tuning in, keep paying attention to this Chiefs news because I feel like there's still more to come here in Chiefs Kingdom as far as a defensive signing. We still have $15 million left in cap space, and I think that it would be smart for us to utilize the rest of that or part of it on the defensive side of the ball. So, like I said, Kansas City, enjoy the rest of your work week, power through it. Get ready for Red Friday, and then get ready for this season opener here against Jacksonville. So, thank you for tuning in. I am Richard Smith, host of Kingdom Radio. Have a good day, Kansas City.